The following featured presentation is part of the Skywalking Network.
It's a Neverland Clubhouse, yeah, yeah, yeah. Think of all that we will share. Disney updates and fandom will take you everywhere. It's Courtney and Kelly, two sisters that will be together. Oh, 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 join our Neverland Clubhouse, yeah, yeah, yeah. Two is twice as nice as one. Memories with friends and family, everybody is welcome. It's Courtney and Kelly, two sisters guiding you through Disney. Together, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our 18th episode of the Neverland Clubhouse. I'm Kelly Turkel, and now please welcome my sister, Courtney. Hey, everyone. And now please welcome Sarah Woloski from Skywalking Through Neverland.
Woohoo! I'm here. Party's starting.
Yeah, party start. Ain't no party like a Sarah party.
Oh my God. Well, I didn't mean for that to happen. That's funny. Wow. All right. Well, you guys have joined us now. This is the Disney podcast where us girls go to different park lands to share Disney stories, news, and what's going on with Disney Plus. We are your tour guides through Disney fandom.
And on today's episode, we will be flying over to Walt Disney World as we bring part 2 of mine and Kelly's June trip to the most magical place on Earth for its 50th anniversary. So let's hop back on the airplane and head into the Magic Kingdom.
All right, ladies. So in part 1, you shared your amazing Keys to the Kingdom tour. You then took us to EPCOT, where we learned about Cosmic Rewind, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and Space 220, and just how wet it gets over in Florida. But
truly,
yes, but there's one more new item at EPCOT, which debuted just in time for EPCOT's 50th anniversary. I want to hear all about it. It is Harmonious. So can you guys just describe or explain your experience with this new show?
It is 10 times better in person. I absolutely loved it. I cried my heart out when Someday came on, just like I did when it first premiered on October 1st, watching it from my bedroom. Just so much with emotion. I loved being. We were actually right in front. We got a really good seat for it because we didn't see it the first time we went to EPCOT. We saw it on the second day. And we made a point to see it. And so we sat down right at the beginning of where
World Showcase. It's basically right in front, right in between the two shops.
Yeah,
those first two shops that are there.
Okay. Oh, right. So like basically you have walked through EPCOT all the way up to the big giant river water.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your Spaceship Earth is behind you.
Yes.
So
Okay.
you're right in front of.
You're looking at World
water,
Showcase.
You're looking at America and Japan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was the really wonderful view of it.
Now, how early did you have to get there to get that view?
I think we were there like an hour before. Like we weren't there very early because we had a reservation at Via Napoli at 5:30. So like I would say we were there about it went down at 9. So we were probably about there at 8.
Oh, nice.
And the only thing that I regret is that we didn't have a park pass reservation on Tuesday the 21st because that's when they filmed Harmonious live for Disney Plus.
We were so close to being there for it live, but we had planned out our trip with not park hoppers because we like to take in the whole park for the whole day.
Okay.
So, and I don't even think we had a park ticket for that.
No, that was on our rest day. So we were at Drawn to Life,
and we had Drawn to Life.
Oh, okay.
Which was incredible. But I really, really wanted to see it live though.
Well,
the live version.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I was just on Disney Plus watching some of the making of Ms. Marvel, like those things, and I saw Disney Harmonious there, like on Disney Plus. So that's what they filmed.
Watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
Okay.
Because
they filmed it while we were there.
Oh wow.
Last weekend I watched it and I just cried throughout the whole thing because they brought in the live singers.
Oh wow.
They had a live orchestra. They had Lindsay Sterling and another violinist.
Oh my gosh.
And they had it just gives me chills like just talking about it and it was hosted by Idina Menzel and Alihi Cavallo, the voice of Moana, did their narration part. So
wow.
Yeah, and they put in a little like previously recorded thing that was done by Kristen Bell. So everybody was a part of it.
Yeah.
we didn't get to watch it filmed live, but we did get to see the show live and it's still really good. But if you can't get to EPCOT, I highly, highly, highly recommend watching it on Disney Plus, Harmonious Live.
Excellent.
Yeah. But I think also that you get a bigger sense of what they were trying to do with Harmonious Live because you get to see the actual singers, like, and in those like harmony parts where there's 4 singers and they all sing together, like you could actually see that it's different diverse singers all singing together.
I loved the show too. I really did. I think when we talked about it when we watched on YouTube, we said how the music really struck you, and the music does really stick with you, and by the end everybody's bawling and crying and doesn't want to move and and everything.
All right, so do you have any other tips for anyone who wants to see it there?
The only other way you could get a good seat without getting there early is if you book a dining package. There is one for Rose and Crown in England, and I think also in one of the Moroccan restaurants.
Oh, okay.
So that's another way if you don't want to like wait an hour. But otherwise, we didn't have any trouble like just walking up and getting a seat.
The thing about Harmonious is you can see it all the way around. Yes, there are better views of it, but if you're standing in France, you have a certain view of it. And if you're standing in Japan or you're standing in America, some people said they like watching it from there better because you can also see Spaceship Earth behind it. So yeah. I don't really think there's a bad spot to watch it. It maybe except on the sides, but the projections and the what do they call it?
Fireworks?
The big octopus thing in
the tacos, the barges,
the barges in World Showcase. They're huge and you can see them from very far away. So I think there's a lot of good spots to watch Harmonious. So I don't think you're gonna have to camp out like Enchantment.
Okay.
Or even Fantasmic in Disneyland. Like you don't need to camp out like that.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Awesome. Yeah. So should we head on over to the safari over in Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, that was our next park day.
Yeah, okay, so you have this intriguing note that says, beautiful morning safari. And I want to hear about this.
Well, our morning in Animal Kingdom started very early. Animal Kingdom is one of the earliest parks that opens. I believe early theme park entry was like 7:30.
7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and we were probably in the gate by 7:30, 7:45-ish.
Wow.
So we were pretty early. We did get a individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage. And we were able to kind of get that in like the 9 o'clock hour or like the 8 o'clock hour, like later. So we ended up booking a fast lightning lane for like right when it opened.
For a safari?
For a safari.
Ooh.
And when they tell you that like the animals are very active in the morning, it's so true. It's so true. We saw so many animals and closer than we've ever seen them before. I think we've only gone on safaris like around like 10:30, 11-ish in the morning. But that was also make it right there.
But that was also in February where it's not as hot. So
Yes.
Yeah.
So the animals, was there anyone who walked across your path or came kind of very close?
We had giraffes walk
Yeah.
across our path. We had the cows with the big long horns. I don't even know what they're called, but they were right by our car, and the wildebeests were out in packs.
the lions were
yeah.
Oh, they weren't just laying around. They were moving around.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw the baby hippo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see any other baby animals? There's a
yes, but not on the safari. I think they just have a baby hippo on the safari.
How cute.
So
you got that as a lightning lane you bought?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much was that for the safari?
No. It's included in Genie Plus.
Wait, I thought lightning lanes are the ones you buy.
Well, they're all called lightning lanes.
Oh, boy.
But the ones you buy are individual lightning lane, and then Genie Plus is all the rest.
Oh, okay.
So the safari is included in Genie Plus, and then the individual lightning lane is Flight of Passage.
Okay, so you guys you bought Disney Plus or Genie Plus. Oh my God.
Yes.
You bought Genie Plus that morning and bloop, scheduled yourself for a safari right away. And that's a good way to see all those things.
Yeah.
And then
all the animals,
but then you bought the individual lightning lane for Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
Got it. Now, can you choose the time when you do that, when you buy?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Oh.
So individual lightning lanes that you purchase, you are able to choose the time. If you are choosing a park that you don't have a reservation for, but you have a park hopper, you can't make it until after 2.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, that is the only caveat. But you can choose the time as long as it's available.
Okay, cool. Okay, good to know. Wow, that's like a good tip to see animals really early. If you are early birds and can get to the park that early. Whew.
Yeah, another thing we did for the first time is we went through all the treks too. We've never done the little pathways to get up and close and personal with the animals. And
the tiger trek.
Gorillas. Yeah, we went into the tiger trek and we got to see the baby cubs. There are tiger cubs. And they were so cute. And then we saw the baby gorillas too on the Gorilla Falls trek. And we got to see bats and a Komodo dragon.
That's funny. I love the treks. I always do the treks. So it's funny you guys haven't done those.
Well, Kelly saw an old map that said there was a snake in each one of them.
Oh.
And she doesn't do snakes at all.
Okay.
And I think they moved them all to Rafiki's Planet Watch.
I think so.
I think they moved them all up there. So, and that's another thing we've never done and probably never will is go up to the Rafiki's Planet Watch because Kelly doesn't want to be anywhere in the vicinity of snakes. So,
well, just so you know, one of our Skywalkers works up there. Joshua Jordan. He works up there.
And I would love to go there, but unfortunately, it's around covered in snakes behind glass, but snakes nonetheless.
Do it.
So.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Would love to go to the drawing academy there, but probably
from the time that I was little, I was never going to the reptile house.
I don't know. They're so cool. You didn't get to pet snakes?
No.
Oh, they feel so cool.
No.
You guys are funny. All right. Well, from snakes to fish, let's move on.
Yes. Let's move on, please.
You guys got to see Finding Nemo the musical, which I believe has just reopened. Is that right?
Yeah, it's I think it was in its second week back when we went.
Okay.
We did see Finding Nemo the musical on our last trip.
Right.
And we didn't see it, but that was our first time seeing it on our last trip. But I can't remember what was different.
Okay.
Oh, it's shorter. It's much shorter.
It's much shorter. I can tell you that.
I think it used to be 45 minutes to an hour long. It's 25, 30 max.
Okay.
It's so much shorter, and it's told through the eyes of the fish tank friends.
Oh.
So when the Nemo goes and gets captured and he goes to the dentist office.
Yes.
So all the fish in the fish tank are telling the story through their eyes.
Okay.
So you're still getting the songs, you're still getting the story.
But I think they
but
cut out a lot of songs. Like I don't think all the songs transferred over.
No, I think they did cut some songs because obviously they cut almost like 25, 30 minutes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they did cut some things, but it was needed because a lot of people said that it was just too long. It was kind of like when Frozen and the Hyperion was there, and we'd be like, it's just too long and the kids get restless. They love Frozen, but they just get restless.
Really?
It's kind of like that.
Oh
Yeah.
man, but being out of the sun for that long is nice.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
Adults
it's
love it,
nice.
but the kids, I remember one of the times we went and saw Frozen at the Hyperion. I was just like, oh, that kid's done. Like that kid's just done.
Yeah.
So do they still have the puppets? The puppets of the fish. Okay. That was the coolest
so
part
they're
I
still-
remember.
Yeah, there's still the puppets. They still have the people doing crush and moving the sharks and all of that. It's the same costumes, but it's told a little better. The story is more cohesive. It's a little more flow, and I would say it's an overall better version of the show. I wouldn't mind it being a little longer. I didn't mind the length actually when we saw it the first time.
No.
But I know a lot of people had issue with the length of the show.
Okay.
So, and the way that it was told was, I guess, a little long and boring for some people.
All right.
Is what I've heard. So,
I mean, I know a lot of the people who go there like regularly, it wasn't their favorite show.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
it's no Festival of the Lion King.
okay. All right. Okay. So then I have a practical question then for Finding Nemo. Did you just walk in pretty close to the time? Did you have any kind of lightning lane?
We did have a lightning lane for it because we didn't want to miss it.
Okay,
Because there's only certain show times. I think it only goes to like 3:00 in the afternoon or something like that.
Okay.
So we did have a lightning lane for it, but I don't think we needed to have a lightning lane. Like
that theater's pretty big.
Okay.
It wasn't full at all.
All right. That's good to know.
But we wanted to plan our day, so we just had it.
Yeah. If you already got the Genie Plus, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you had to fuel up. So what was your favorite place to eat there at Animal Kingdom?
Well, we had a couple places that we ate in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, we tried the Yak and Yeti restaurant, which was really good. Before we had just like the walk-up windows.
Okay.
So like we didn't really sit down and eat in the restaurant, and that restaurant's so pretty.
Ooh.
It's like Indian Asian fusion food there, and that was really good. But then we did just kind of put ourselves on a wait list and got to go to the Nomad Lounge.
Okay, so what is this and where is it located? Because I don't know about
Nomad
it.
Lounge is well, we really didn't either until like everybody's like, no, you have to go to the Nomad Lounge. Like you have to do this. So it was like, okay. Apparently it's the lounge that's off of Tiffin's restaurant on the way to Pandora. And apparently, well, we got the churros. I didn't think they were anything to write home to because like we have good churros out here, but everybody in Walt Disney World is like, these are the best churros. And it did have good dipping sauce with it.
So can you grab a drink there too? Like alcohol drink and
Yeah.
stuff? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's drinks and
Courtney
and
had a
non-
good one.
Yeah.
Kind of like a mule, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It was a mule. And it came with like a little light up lily pad. I love that.
Aw.
Yeah. And I got like the non-alcoholic version of it. It was kind of like a sparkling ginger beer.
Ooh.
With some type of passion
think it had
fruit or
pineapple in
guava
it.
or something like that. I don't remember, but
So
it was
it's
good.
it's
It
a
was
lounge.
good.
It's a drinking place.
Interesting. So
Which Nomad Lounge was one of the things that like wasn't on our like original itinerary, and we just kind of was going with the flow. And
It was really hot at the point
yeah.
where we were like, let's go sit down. Let's see what we can do. And when I pulled up the app, it was like a 10-minute wait for the walk-up list. And we were just about done with the Gorilla Falls or the Maharaja Trek or something
the
like
trek,
that. We
yeah.
were just about done with one of the animal treks. And we were like, we need to take a break. And so we were just like, okay, let's go and get a drink and cool down. And they gave us a seat like right next to all the opening. It was right next to like a bunch of foliage. A squirrel was playing around.
Yeah. The squirrel cut
Courtney
my eye.
kept saying, squirrel, squirrel.
Well, because I saw something moving and I was like, what is that? And it was like, oh, it's just squirrel. It's squirrel. I'm a squirrel.
The Disney squirrel. It's just Chip.
It's
Squirrel.
a Disney squirrel. It's just Chip. Yeah.
Nice.
I think we saw Dale the other day. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a good lounge, and the churros were good. They had a vanilla cream sauce and like a chocolate sauce.
Oh,
and it was really very good.
Well, there you go. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. Well, so Hollywood Studios. So Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway debuted, I want to say what day? Was that 2020?
It was March
Yes.
4th because we left March 3rd.
Oh.
In 2020. Because our trip was until March. We were like March 23rd February 23rd to March 3rd.
Yeah.
And it debuted March 4th and opened on March 4th.
Yes.
So now
And it was just in cast previews when we were there, so we weren't allowed anywhere near it.
so you finally get to ride this, and I still haven't ridden this. So
Yes.
so take me through this experience.
This is so cute. It really was. It was adorable. You walk in and it's like, it looks still like a theater in there. You're going to see this like premiere of Mickey's Picnic, I think it's called Mickey's Picnic. And so they show you this cartoon, they sing to you, nothing's gonna stop us now. And then all of a sudden at the end of it, Goofy does something wrong and bursts through the picture and he comes to life, and like the little like the cast member there has to play with Goofy on the screen, and
Oh wow.
he goes, "You there?" and she's like, "Oh, you made all this paperwork for me," and because it's like this, it burst out towards us like
Right.
through this opening, because he went through
Yeah,
the
the cast
drawing.
members were cute. One of them was like, "Oh, now I have so much paperwork because you damaged everything," and then the other one was kind of like, "Goofy, I have all this mess to clean up. What's happening?"
And
They're
then
cute.
you go
They act
in-
along with it.
Yeah, and then you go into the cartoon world and you're in this like train station, and then you get on this train and it's a trackless ride system,
Oh.
and you go through all the new Mickey shorts.
Okay. Oh, fun. Fun. And it's that new design now with the kind of I want to say the anime eyes almost, right? Mickey and
Almost
Minnie?
like
Yeah,
that.
it's-
Almost.
Yeah, it's the new animation.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
sad Goofy. I call him sad Goofy.
Oh.
because
That's cute.
He's not doing well.
That's funny. Well, do you think are you excited for it to come to Disneyland? Because I know it's coming to
I
Toontown.
am.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think
I
it'll
think this
be
one's
a
gonna be good.
wonderful addition to our Toontown. I think it'll give it so much life. And I did hear that it's going to be a little bit longer than the one that they
Oh,
have,
yeah.
because they're building a
excited to
whole
see
new
that.
building for it. So
Wow. They're gonna have no more backstage at Disneyland by the time they're done.
I know, where are all these poor performers going to go? I don't know.
Take away their
But-
Starbucks one by one.
I
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be a good addition over here. It was really very cute.
Okay, well, more practical questions then. Can you buy an individual lightning lane for this?
No, it is in Genie Plus.
Oh,
The
okay.
individual lightning lane there is Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, just the one ride. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Genie Plus. So if you have that, you can opt to do the lightning lane for that, not the individual one.
Yes.
But can you also just walk up and stand by?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good to know. How many?
Yeah, all of them. The only one you can't do standby right now is Cosmic Rewind,
Okay. Right, because it's
because
new.
it has the virtual queue.
Virtual queue, yeah.
Got it.
Hollywood Studios though and Genie Plus is not the easiest to navigate.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of big rides, some shows, and everybody wants everything all at once.
Okay.
Because you have Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, you have Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog Dash, and all of those are just the biggest rides in Walt Disney World. Right?
Wow.
And this is where you're gonna see your 120-minute wait.
Wow. Okay.
Well, and also you're going to enact your 120-minute rule on the Genie Plus, which is you can make another one in 120 minutes instead of
Waiting.
waiting
till you're on the ride.
until your Genie Plus is on the ride. Yeah, until you've scanned.
Okay.
You can wait the 2 hours and make another one. And really, you want to stack your lightning lanes at Hollywood Studios. That's what
Wow.
we ended up doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where we would book something out far and then book another one in 2 hours and then book something out far and then book another one out. It was just, you kind of have to stack them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys
And
really
it's harder to pull the lightning lanes too, so you kind of have to refresh a lot.
okay. You guys know how to jimmy the system here. No, that's interesting. Wow. Okay.
We can thank all ears Molly
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Did you eat here too? Hollywood Studios?
We did.
We did. We had a lovely dinner at 50s Prime Time on our first Hollywood Studios day. We joined the Clean Plate Club because we were so hungry.
Yes. What was her name? Auntie. What was her name? Dang it.
She was good. But at 50s Primetime, obviously, all the waiters and the waitresses are your cousins or your aunts or your uncles. And all the people that dine there are your new family. And you're basically at your grandmother's house. Grandma's in the kitchen, Nana's in the kitchen making home cooking. And it's just a bunch of dinner theater for an hour, and it's so much fun.
But you have to be ready to go there.
Yeah. You have to be ready to go there, and you have to be ready to play along. Because we were the good kids, and we remembered that we were supposed to set the table because we'd been there before. You're supposed to set the table. You're supposed to say your manners. You have to ask to go to the bathroom. Eat all your vegetables.
How funny.
or you get punishments.
Okay.
And we saw some people doing punishment.
What do they
They
do?
weren't fun.
Oh, they had one kid face the wall. He had to stand and face the wall.
Oh my gosh.
They
And tell
had
the
a
waiter
doll that had to name like all the princesses or something. Like he didn't finish his vegetables, so he had to write on his receipt paper all the princesses' names. There was a bunch of stuff, but we were good kids.
Nice.
And each booth or like table is set to like a 50s kitchen. So you have the like TV in the kitchen and stuff like that.
The Dick
So-
Van Dyke Show was playing.
Yeah.
and-
And like the opening of Disneyland in 1955.
yeah,
Wow.
Walt and Mickey.
Wow, it's been so long since I've eaten there. I don't remember all this. That's neat.
Oh, it's so much fun, and it actually is really good food. Like,
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios isn't known for its food, really.
Right.
A lot of their quick service isn't great.
Mm-hmm.
And their restaurants, unless you go to the Hollywood Brown Derby, is not great
Hit
either.
or
Miss.
miss. Primetime Cafe is pretty good.
Okay.
50s
It's good
Primetime.
food, but you have to be willing to play along and eat all your vegetables.
Got it.
So go hungry. Do not go semi-hungry.
Yeah.
Starve.
Go hungry. And we did get the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge as well. And so we were able to get a glass of wine and some Cobb salads, which the Brown Derby
Ooh.
invented. So
Yeah.
But it did start raining on us at the lounge.
it's raining, thunder.
And Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge is outside.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, they were like so close to like closing up when
Oh.
it stopped.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
And we were done, and they were like, they kind of was like, I don't want to rush you, but here's your check because it's raining and we have to close. And then by the time we were done signing the check, like the rain had stopped.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. But we were on our way to a lightning lane at Tower of Terror anyway.
Okay,
So
good.
it was nice.
But then we did have a character breakfast there as well. We did get to see the Disney Junior Playhouse friends.
We were just
So-
looking for breakfast, and the Hollywood and Vine had it was a good breakfast. I had like
It really
French
was.
toast. Courtney had pancakes and eggs and toast and stuff like that. It was really good. But yeah, it comes with the Disney Junior character meet and greet,
That's funny.
which we have a niece that loves those Disney Junior characters, so they actually gave us like a little card with all their signatures.
Oh,
So we brought it home for her, and
Yeah.
she loved it.
that's cute.
So if you do have fans
It
of
was worth
Disney
it.
Junior, if you do have fans of Disney Junior, it was Goofy from Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Then it had Fancy Nancy, Vampirina, and Doc McStuffin.
Okay. Nice. So the next thing on your list here is the new Cirque du Soleil show, Drawn to Life. And I believe this just debuted like this February or something. It was this year, right?
It was
Yeah.
last year, November,
Okay.
had the first showing of it of 2021.
Wow.
And then so I was like, this is perfect. I can be one of the first one to get tickets and then get them for June before anybody else.
Yes, you
So,
can.
I did.
Boy, did you. 'Cause I think you were the first one to buy tickets for the show that we were at, and you bought amazing seats.
I know. I was dead center 4 rows back from the
Wow.
stage.
You're
We
very
could like
proud
reach
of that.
out and touch most. of it.
I am very proud of that.
We could reach out and touch most of the performers.
Was that a cool way to see it, like up close like that, rather than being a little further back so you can kind of get an overview?
Well,
do you
Kelly
think?
says she would have liked to be further back.
Okay.
I like to be in the middle of it.
So there was a lot of things happening behind us.
Oh, okay.
In
Interesting.
the audience.
Yeah.
Because Cirque du Soleil is known for
A show in the round, right? Yeah.
the
Okay.
show in the round and going into the audience. There was things happening up above us too, because they come down on silks or
They're
apparatuses.
They're
aerialists.
contortionists.
Yeah.
They're aerialists. They're dancers. They're unicycle riders.
Yeah. So being a little further back might have been a better choice. However, being that close to the stage was incredible.
Because you can
And
really
this
pick out
show
details
was-
too, like
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
costumes
Yeah,
and
you could see
makeup. and-
everybody's faces. You could hear them shouting under their breath, or
Oh.
you could hear them like,
Yeah.
hitting their marks like, like you were really a part of the show if you were that close.
Ah,
Yeah.
So we had so much fun, and this show is awe-inspiring.
It really is.
Awe-inspiring.
so what is
Yeah.
the premise of the show?
The premise is there's a little girl and she just lost her father, but who was an animator. He was an animator, and he was teaching her to draw. And so basically, because her dad passed away, she has lost her inspiration.
Hmm.
And so there's 4 kind of like main kind of clowns that make up her, that are kind of in her mind, and
I would
kind
say
of.
they were kind of like spirit guides.
I think so, but I think in
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil they're like clowns,
Yeah.
So they're like mean, and they come and help her with her roadblocks, basically, and help her kind of figure out what she wants to draw and how she wants to bring it to life. And then the main villain of this piece is the eraser,
Ah.
because she gets frustrated with herself a number of times
Huh.
and erases her drawings and kind
Wow.
of throws it away. And so they kind of
No, the
do-
main villain's not the eraser. The main villain is the crumpled up drawing. What I took from it was it's basically the perfectionist in her, because she was
Mm.
erasing it, not liking it, threw it away, and basically there was like the imperfect drawing was crumpled up and it became like the villain of her story.
Ah,
And then at the
basically, yeah.
end, it all comes back around into nothing has to be perfect. You can draw whatever you want. It can be whatever you want it to be, and everything is beautiful.
so it's Isabella's song from
Yeah,
Encanto.
Kind of, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, in her way.
Yeah. I mean, they
Alright.
don't really necessarily say that because, Cirque du Soleil, they don't talk. They
Yeah.
don't sing. They use the Disney music to
Oh.
tell the story. And
they also use the process of animation.
Oh, wow.
Which when you walk into the building, it's all over the lobby. I think there's about 9 stages of animation and they go through all of them.
Wow.
and each stage is a different type of movement, type of character. One stage will be guys flipping in the air. Another stage is girls on a unicycle. Another stage is the girls up in the air flipping over their aerialists and silks and stuff.
Yeah.
One moment that kind of really got me was there was this guy that was using the silk to just kind of like swirl around the room and fly, and it was kind of like in the beginning drawing stages, like just sketching.
Oh.
And it was using the ribbon as a pencil to kind of draw.
Oh,
and
wow.
sketch. And it's the projections around the room would kind of hit the pencil marks as he swirled, and it
Yeah.
was so cool.
Because it was
Wow.
like a projector on the stage and it kind of had that graphite. And so it was like him drawing.
Wow.
moved.
That's cool.
And
Yeah, it kind of looked like a pencil at one point.
And then also, of course, they used Cinderella's turning into the ball gown animation. And so he kind of symbolized that too. And I just like lost
Aw.
it. I cried. And like they used so many things. They had like Tinkerbell and they had the genie and they had all these different Disney characters, not like actually in suits, but they had them like made out of wire
Mm.
there.
Oh,
And then they
wow.
kind of like lit up each one. And, as the songs went on, they used the Disney songs and then they had the characters just kind of represented. There was no characters in costume.
Okay.
Although the girls on the unicycle were done up to look like the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio.
Yeah.
So they were like kind of like fairies flittering around on these unicycles. So that
Yeah,
was kind
and they
of cool.
had like artificial fog around their unicycle, so it just looked like they were
Oh.
floating on the
Yeah.
stage. Like it didn't look like they were on a unicycle at all. Their dresses kind of
Ah.
covered the unicycle.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
goodness.
yeah, and they were just like they were pedaling their unicycle and just in a circle along the stage, and they just looked like they were flying. It
Wow.
was so cool.
All right. So then, did you see the 5:30 show or the 8 p.m. show?
The 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay. Because I have a question for you guys because another practical question. I'm going to be there for like 5 nights total, not even like 4 nights total. So like I can
Yeah.
either choose to go to Magic Kingdom and watch their fireworks show, or I could do Drawn to Life one of those days.
Ooh.
For you, I would definitely say go to Drawn to Life.
Okay.
I was gonna say the same. I was gonna say the same because as much as I love Enchantment and it was a good show, I felt so much more and got so much more out of Drawn to Life than I think that I thought I would.
Okay.
Because I really love the animator perspective, the father-daughter, mother relationship of Drawn to Life. It was so emotional and it was so cool to see. I would say Drawn to Life is a better nighttime show
Okay.
than Enchantment.
I think you would have a better time, and I think you would kick yourself if you missed the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good advice. I was looking at that night and I'm like, there's some good seats available. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good advice. And anyone else who has my conundrum, I hope that's good advice for you guys too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're winding down your trip report, but I just wanted to because there's so many things you did in the 10, 11 days. So is there anything else you wanted to share like any tips or something that you don't want other people to miss?
Well, we did go to Salt and Straw ice cream place. We have one out here.
We have one out here, yeah.
In Disney, downtown Disney. But we never get to it because it's outside of the parks. But over there, it's in Disney Springs, so you don't have to sacrifice anything. Like you don't have to sacrifice Gibson Girl to go to Salt and Straw.
Ah, yes.
It was very good. We just over here Disney Gibson Girl is a lot better.
Yeah, if you're adventurous, Salt and Straw is for you. If you want your same fabulous amazingness, then Gibson Girl. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
Which
but their flavors were pretty good, and
Yeah.
all of the team members that worked there were very kind and let everybody try all the flavors.
Ooh.
Yeah,
They
you
were
could
like,
try everything before you bought it.
Wow.
You could get little samples of them, and even though you were like, oh, I'm sorry I'm taking so much time, they were like, we want you to have the flavor that you like, we want you to taste them all. If you want to go back through them all, we will go through them all.
Wow.
I mean, the line was a little long, but because everybody was tasting everything, I think they moved that line pretty quickly.
Okay.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
And they were very nice. So very, very good. I had it was a snickerdoodle cookie ice cream, and it tasted like cinnamon goodness.
Yummy.
I think I had like what did I have? I think I had
You had a brie cheesecake.
Yeah, I think I had a cheesecake
like-
brie.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the jam though in there? There was like jam in there? No, it was
Oh, it was fig. It had figs in it. Yeah. It
Oh.
had dates
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yummy.
It was a weird combination, but it tasted really good.
Yeah, that's what they're
It
known
had,
for.
like-
Weird combinations of things.
Yeah.
It was wild, but there was very good flavors, and they have some flavors that are specifically exclusive to Orlando, so go check them out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then also, we've done this a couple of times, just like on our rest day or like the day you leave, if you leave it late at night, go to Disney Springs and go to the AMC theaters and watch a movie.
Mm.
We saw Lightyear this time. The last time we were there, we saw Little Women. It was just a nice theater, and we just got to kick back and relax and watch a movie.
Nice.
We're also part of the A-list, so we get them for free. So.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
I
it was
hadn't
good,
seen-
something to do.
And I hadn't seen Lightyear before we left on the trip, so.
Perfect.
Nice.
And also another thing is Gideon's Bakehouse.
Oh,
These are the best cookies. Do not leave without
Sarah, don't
trying
sleep
Gideon's.
on Gideon's. If you have any time to go to Disney Springs, go get a Gideon's cookie. They are amazing.
now I heard
And then
it's
you
like
had
so
that-
hard to get them though.
You know what?
You know
the,
what?
The line wasn't that
Yeah.
bad when we went.
Really? So you didn't have to
20
wait
minute
like all
line.
day? You didn't have to?
No.
Wow.
I think
There
we
wasn't
waited
even a
like
virtual
20,
queue.
30 minutes maybe.
Okay.
15, I think. It was
Yeah.
like when I walked up and asked her how long the line was going to be, she was like 15, 20 minutes. And I was like, I thought she was going to say 3 hours. Like, but the line, it didn't look very long, but I was like, everybody says like it's so long to wait and virtual queue takes forever. But we literally walked up and it was right there.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah, they
we had
weren't using
Gideon's
a
cookie.
virtual queue system at the
No,
time.
they weren't.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Try it. And their cold brew coffee was very good.
Ooh.
Very good. It was like a salted caramel cold brew
Nice.
coffee. It was
All right. So
super
if you
good.
could only get one Gideon's cookie, what would you get? I know they have like crazy. Do they have crazy flavors or just normal flavors?
They do.
Okay.
But I got
They
the
have
cookies
crazy
and cream.
flavors.
Oh, cookies and cream.
I got the cookies and cream, which had actual like Oreo cookies on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It was good. I had a taste of hers. I actually think hers was better than mine. Mine was a white chocolate macadamia nut
Ooh.
cookie, which was very good. Yeah, it was very good. But the Oreo one,
But they're
was-
like half-pound
was good.
cookies. Like they're like.
Oh my
big.
gosh.
they're big cookies.
All right. All right.
Well, we
Compare them to the Jack Jack cookie num nums.
Oh.
Oh, totally different. Totally different.
Totally
The
different
Jack Jack
because-
cookie num num is a warm chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
The Gideon's cookie is like a
Like cookie
ball
dough
of cookie
rolled
dough.
up.
It's like
Yeah,
ball
it's a glob of cookie dough with like stuff in it. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it
I
Well,
is.
what do
Totally
you like
different.
better?
Well, me personally, I like the Gideon's one because like I'm not too big on chocolate, and
Oh,
like the Jack
that's
Jack
right.
cookie num nums is definitely
All the
a
chocolate.
chocolate chip cookie, and it's the warm chocolate like it melts there. This one, even though
Yeah.
it's Oreo cookies, like I like Oreo cookies, but and it's still chocolate. I know I'm just weird with my chocolate flavors.
I can't be friends with you, Courtney. I hope you know this.
I know. Nobody can.
I think I would choose the Gideon's cookie. However, you can get the Jack Jack Cookie Num Num in Hollywood Studios.
Oh.
So if you're looking for a Jack Jack Cookie Num Num, you can get it in Walt Disney World at Hollywood Studios at the market over in the old Incredibles area.
What?
Yes.
Where's that?
It's on the other side of Toy Story Mania.
Okay.
Yeah.
So near that area. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Oh.
Mm-hmm. And the final place we went that was super good and that I had no idea was that there is a bar on top of the Coca-Cola store.
And is this in Disney Springs?
It is.
Oh.
It's right across the way from the movie theater, AMC.
Oh.
And you go to the third story, and it's just a bar, and they have you can get a taste
a drink of the
all-
month.
Yeah, drink of a month,
Ooh.
or you can get
Yeah.
a tasting flight of all the different like Coca-Cola products.
Do they have Beverly?
Like you know how
Um,
you can in what is it called when you in Epcot you can taste all
Oh,
the
Club
Cokes?
Cool. Yeah.
It's kind of like that except there's more. There's like 16 different ones.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and then they have a 50th anniversary one that I have. It's like a blueberry wine thing. It was like a blueberry spritzer.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I had a Coca-Cola Pina Colada
Oh.
without the alcohol, and it was very interesting. What did I say that it tasted like? It tasted like cream soda or something.
Yeah,
Oh, Richard would
something like
love
that.
that. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was, and you could get it with the alcohol or without the alcohol. I got it without, but
Wow.
So there was like all this kind of things, but you can order drinks and have them up on top of the store, the Coca-Cola store.
Fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys find that out yourself, or like did a Skywalker escort you up there?
No, we went by ourselves.
Okay.
But speaking of Skywalkers,
speaking of Skywalkers,
we do want to shout out that we did meet up with Meredith Duckworth and Wesley Meecones. So hi guys. We had
and I
such a
want to
good
thank
night.
Meredith so much because
Yes.
Meredith actually took us into the Disney Vacation Club Lounge in Epcot to get out of the rain on our second Epcot day. And yeah, she showed us around and came with us to Magic Kingdom. She came with us to Hollywood
Epcot?
Studios.
Yeah.
And
And
Epcot, and we had so much fun with her and her son.
Aw. That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
hi Walt.
That's so amazing. I love that Skywalkers can get together. There's like so many Florida Skywalkers too, which is really cool. So
Yeah, and it worked out
Yeah.
that Wesley came and met us one night at Magic Kingdom, and we rode a couple of rides.
Oh,
with him.
Yeah, we did the
So-
People Mover. We did
Haunted
the
Mansion.
Haunted Mansion, Carousel of Progress, Pirates. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
lots of fun.
awesome. It pays to be a Skywalker.
It does.
It does. Yes.
Friends everywhere from coast to coast.
Yay. All right. So overall, did you guys have a good time? Would you do it again?
We had a blast. Oh yeah. I would not go for less than 10 days.
Wow.
Seriously. I would not. I
Kelly's
love
laughing.
it there. Well, okay, let's just say
My wallet is hurting.
let's just say I wouldn't well, we've been for less time in the parks. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
one day per park is too little, but like 2 days and more maybe too much for some people. I don't know.
Park hoppers.
We haven't found a really good balance yet, but like I wouldn't want to go for less.
Okay.
The thing about park hoppers, okay, let's just talk about this because me and Courtney don't like the park hoppers over in Florida. And we decided this very early on in our trips in 2018. We were like, no, we're not doing park hoppers. We want to experience the park. We want to experience the park all day, and we want to go and just go to that park and not have to worry about everything.
Well,
Then
originally it was because
going-
we didn't know when we would be back.
Well, that was our first trip. We were like, this is our big trip, and we're not gonna have this is like a once in a lifetime trip. Okay.
That has changed. Okay.
Yeah.
That has changed. But it has not, our feelings have not changed about the park hoppers. We feel like the transportation just takes way too long. We feel like we're tired by the middle of it. We don't want to trek all the way over to another park. It's not easy to park hop like it is at Disneyland. And for us, it doesn't make sense in our park days. So it never really truly.
Well, it's just because we're coming from California all the way over here. Like, I don't want to just be like one morning, one place, and then have to sacrifice like 2 hours or more to try and get another place. You know what I mean?
Because also remember, Courtney doesn't go back to the hotel. She still doesn't.
Right.
So I build in rest days, which are important for us. So we had 2 days and a rest day, 2 days and a rest day, and then we did 3 days and went home. And that was really important for us because if we will go until we drop if we don't.
Yeah.
So we do rest days, we do one park one days, and we don't really do park hoppers. And I don't think that's going to change because it really doesn't make sense for us. But if you only have a short amount of time, I get why park hoppers are very convenient.
Yeah. And that's funny because I've always had park hoppers every time we're out there because we only have like the one park per day. And then by the end of the day 4, you're like, oh, but I really want to ride this again. And it's over at this other park, you know? So like, that's why I like the park hoppers for myself.
But see, that's why this time we had 2 days at parks because then we could ride Cosmic Rewind 4 times.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But I do have to say, one of the things about it is when you are taking a bus over to another park, it's air conditioned, it's a seat, it's kind of a nice break in the day if you need to do that. So, or change your clothes.
Yes,
I know.
Yes, it is.
So
and
we've done that.
But you could also go to a show.
Yeah.
And go to Frozen.
Yes, that's
yeah. I mean, you know, we like to do the one park one day. We like to take in the park.
I do have to say though, it is a schlep to get from Animal Kingdom to anywhere else.
Yes.
So that is a pain. And if you're not going to have a park hopper day, just do Animal Kingdom and then because the other parks are relatively easy to get to now, especially with the Skyliner.
That is true.
And then
that
EPCOT
is true.
to Magic Kingdom with the monorail. You know, that can be a whole ride system in itself. You could have fun all day riding all the transportation.
Yeah. Oh, you should go on the monorail bar crawl.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to go with other people to do that because Kelly wants.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Wow. Okay, well that's good to know your philosophy. I want to know, what do other Skywalkers or Neverland Clubhouse listeners think?
Yes.
Would you do park hoppers? Are you against park hoppers? Are you Magic Key or Annual Pass or whatever they call it over there holders now? What
is Magic Key even going to be around still? I have no idea.
Know, right? They're torturing me.
Yes.
They're torturing me. And I know they're torturing you too because you have less time than we do.
Yeah.
You can't make reservations, nothing.
Because right now, our last park day is September 8th before D23 Expo, and we can not make any more reservations.
Yeah, I can't even make those. I can't even make those because mine's like September 2nd.
I know.
Someone was conjecturing it's because possibly we won't need reservations anymore, but I really don't think that's true.
That doesn't make because JPEG said he likes it.
Yeah.
And he thinks it was working, and he said it was here to stay. So I think it's because of the freaking lawsuit that somebody decided to bring, which has no legs. And I'm going to say it right here. I firmly believe that lawsuit has no legs because they were upfront with us. And if you didn't read the contract, that's your problem. Yeah, they turned that into a class action lawsuit, and I don't like that I'm being pulled into that. So, because I don't feel like it has any legs.
Well, I do think that they may revamp it.
Yeah.
I do think that they may revamp it because there's not enough benefits or perks as part of the Magic Key Holder program to entice people to not do it.
So now you just got all these people mad that there's these perks they can't use because they can't go and that their time's running out and we don't know if we're going to be able to use these perks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they need to
Obviously
to
a hot topic.
they just need to figure it out
soon.
Yes. But if you have any feelings, on the Magic Key, we are in the same boat with you. Please let us know. You can message us at Neverland Clubhouse Pod. Courtney will debate you.
It's a hill I'm willing to die on. I feel like the lawsuit has no legs to stand on.
But if you also have any questions for us, we can answer them too at Neverland Clubhouse Pod.
Yes. And also, so we have reached the end of another episode, and we want to give a big shout out and thank you to Rob Dellinger for composing our theme song. Can't you just hear it now? And to hear more of Rob's work and to see where he will be playing next, please go to his website, alpharhythmkings.com.
We are part of the Skywalking Network, where you can also find other great shows like Skywalking Through Neverland,
Talking
the
Apes,
Max Effects podcast,
Totally Tell Me
Star
Everything,
Warsologies,
and the YouTube shows Today in Star Wars History and Collectopolis.
And you can check out all the Skywalking Network podcasts and articles at skywalkingthroughneverland.com. Recently, we have just interviewed the Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation director and writer of that special, which is on Disney Plus. It will be on Disney Plus on August 5th. So that's exciting.
Looks very fun. I saw the trailer for it.
which
It looks
the
very fun.
Halcyon
yeah.
is featured prominently.
It's featured heavily, yes.
Very heavily.
And we do
yeah.
ask them questions about the Halcyon, which is fun. And then coming soon, you're going to see some content for Andor, because we might have also gotten some invites for some press roundtables.
Oh, yay. Exciting.
Yeah, we get
That's fun.
to speak to Diego
Yeah.
Luna. I'm so excited. So
That's
head to
awesome.
skywalkingthroughneverland.com.
And you can find us on social media at Instagram at Neverland Clubhouse Pod, at CLT8622, at Kelly Turkel, and at Jedi Tink. You can also find us on Facebook at Kelly Turkel and Courtney Turkel.
You can also find us in the Skywalking Through Neverland Facebook group. Just search Facebook for Skywalking Through Neverland group. Request to join and then answer the questions that pop up. Do it or we can't let you in. All right then, second star to the right and straight on till morning. Join us for our next adventure from the Neverland Clubhouse.